Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Sentinel Sports Extra Cleveland Cavaliers pregame report. I'm Tim Shirer, your Cavaliers beat writer. Here at Rocket Arena tonight, the Cavs will be taking on the Toronto Raptors. It'll be the second time this season that the Cavs have faced the Raptors. Before we get into the details and preview the game, let me remind you that this pregame report is brought to you by CT Roofing and Power Wash, the official roofer and power wash of the Lake County Sentinel. If you would like to get a free estimate or help with an insurance claim for your roof or siding, you can call 440-278-0506 for that, and they will help you out. So getting to the particulars of the game, the Cavs will be facing the 7-4 Cavaliers, second in the Eastern Conference, first in the Eastern Conference Central Division, or second in the Eastern Conference Central Division, behind Detroit, who is 10-2. They will be facing the Cavs will be facing the Toronto Raptors tonight after that exhilarating win last night in Miami, where it was mostly, the bench and G League guys. It's crazy. That's how sports is. They had pretty much a healthy team, except for Garland getting injured and Tyson then getting injured. They had pretty much a healthy team Monday night, and they lost. And then last night, losing most of the game and then taking the lead and that final score, you think of that final score, that's indicative of the fourth quarter, okay? Because they absolutely destroyed Miami in not only the second half last night, but that fourth quarter was absolutely a thing of beauty from the Cavs' perspective. The game ended 130-116. Okay, the Cavs, he'd outscored them 28-27 in the third period. And then the Cavaliers outscored them by 18 points in the final period. They almost doubled them in the final period, 37-19 to win that game, 130-116. I saw some fans in a group complaining about Jared Allen in the first half. Well, the guy who you think is terrible ended up with 30 points and 10 boards, double-double last night. DeAndre Hunter had 21. Craig Porter Jr. finished with 19. Lonzo Ball, 15. Tyrese Proctor, 12. They shot well in the second half from three-point range. They were 14 of 47 in the game. Free throw shooting was 84% last night, which was okay. But the key for me is in 12 games now, they've been out-rebounded 8 times. Well, last night, they out-rebounded the Heat, 49-44. So small margin, but they did out-rebound them. That is a key. That is a thing that matters a lot. So, last night that was a really good win in Miami. Now they're going to come home. They had some guys off yesterday for rest, Mobley and Mitchell, which I think is a good, I guess it was good strategy because you'll have them fresh for tonight, which is important. Because remember, they lost to Toronto. On Halloween night. Toronto comes in 6-5, 4-3 on the road. 8th place in the East, 3rd in the Eastern Conference Atlantic Division. They beat the Cavs, as I said, on Halloween night, 112-101. Cavs were missing Mitchell, Allen, Garland, Strus, and Merrill. Garland and Strus will still be out for this matchup of Mitchell, Allen, Merrill, they will all play. Mobley had 29 in that game. Hunter had 26. But for the Raptors, the Cavs are going to have to contain Jamison Battle, R.J. Barrett, and Brandon Ingram, who each had 20 in that Halloween night win. The injury report for this game tonight, the Cavs have 4 guys out: Jalen Tyson, Darius Garland, Max Strus, and Lonzo Ball is out with rest. But Tyson, Garland, and Strus, the injuries. Strus with the left foot surgery. Darius Garland with the left great toe injury, big toe. And Tyson is out with a head contusion. So the Raptors, even though I have in my notes the Pacers, the Raptors are without Outside Abijah, lower back. Chucky Hepburn, G League assignment. AJ Lawson, G League assignment. This name here, I'm going to try. Sandro Mamouche Ishville. Neck contusion, questionable. I really hope he doesn't score. I do not want to have to write that name. Elijah Martin, out, G League assignment. Jonathan Magba, G League assignment. And Colin Murray Boyles, questionable with a mystery illness. So that's pretty much the injury report. We'll be back with you after the game to give you a report on the game itself. I think the Cavs, let's be honest, in sports, I don't care what level you're at, when a team beats you, you want to beat them the next time. And let's face it, the Cavs are better. Cavs are better than the Raptors. As a matter of fact, the Cavs are the best team in the East. Even though overnight talk show host on Infinity Sports Network, Pat Boyle, claims that the Knicks, he's a Knicks fan, claims that the Knicks are the best team in the East. And he was a little disappointed that former Cavs coach Mike Brown left Jalen Brunson in with 3 minutes left. I think they were down 16, but I thought when he talked about it, I thought, well, that's a margin. You still, with 3 minutes left, you still got a chance to come back. So, but of course he's complaining. He loved Mike Brown. He claims he loved the hire. I listen to him every night. I don't remember him loving the hire, but claimed he loved the hire earlier this week. I'm sure when if the Knicks go into a tailspin, he will not love the hire, and he will tell us that he was against the hire, like your typical New York media does. But Cavs are the best team in the East. Yes, the Pistons are 2 games ahead of them right now, but the Cavs will pass them. They will. JB Bickerstaff's not going to be able to hold it. You know it. Come on, you know it. And one of their 2 losses is to the Cavs. So JB Bickerstaff is not going to be able to hold the number 1 seed for the Pistons. Good coach, but he's not going to be able to hold it. He will be out-coached in at least 10 games this year that cost the Pistons victories because of stubbornness. So, but that's pretty much all we have for this pregame report. Before we go, I remind you that this pregame report is brought to you by CT Roofing and Power Wash, the official roofer and power washer, and they also do siding of the Lake County Sentinel. If you would like a free roofing estimate or help with an insurance claim for your roof or your siding, call 440-278-0506. and they can help you. So we'll see you after the game. Everybody enjoy the game, and like I said, we'll see you after the game.